Record. So hi everyone and welcome to our opportunity call. I'm really excited to have you on this call. It's honestly just the best business and we're going to tell you why. We've got some really good speakers tonight and we've also got some testimonials from people who are brand new in the business just like myself, and then some other people who have been around a little bit longer. So just to give you a little bit of a background on Prove It as a company, we've been around for 5 years now in the US. We've just launched in England on the 1st of June, and we're in a state of hyper growth right now. Like, it's going crazy. We've done 1.2 billion in sales over the last 5 years, and we're actually growing faster than Amazon, which is absolutely crazy. So I'm just going to really quickly touch on the product and what I found from it, because it really does all come from these amazing ketones. For me, I tried it and I was like, do you know what? I need to be a part of this business. Like, I just knew it was going to be huge from that moment, because they give you such a fast result. Like, when I first tried it, I thought 100% I placeboed myself. There's just absolutely no way that it could do this. And then obviously I got the results. Like, over the next few days, I kept taking it and I was like, no, it's 100% legit. So firstly, it was like my appetite was suppressed so much. And I think some people worry a little bit thinking, oh, am I going to lose weight? But it's not that type of product. It's not going to make you, burn a load of fat. It just gives you that mental clarity to make good choices. So, that's really gone into other things of my life too. Like, I've been sober now for 8 weeks, which for me, I was always someone who loved to party. So that's been amazing. And more than anything, just like my emotional health has improved so much. I just can't even express how different I feel. Like, I used to say to my dad all the time, I know that I've got ADHD, I'm all over the place. And he would be like, no, you're not going to the doctors and getting, someone telling you you've got ADHD, because then you're with it for life and you're going to have to take medication. But I was so convinced that I had it. And honestly, these ketones, I'm not saying they cure ADHD, by the way, but they have done amazing things for me emotionally, like really they have. So our first speaker, Phil, is going to be talking about the products. He's a dad of 3 children. He's also a professional footballer. He started playing for Chelsea and has played at every level of the football league. So, really good to get an athlete's point of view on this product.
Hi everyone, how you doing? Thanks, Eve. You're getting so good at these calls that you don't leave me anything to say. But other than the football side of things. But no, I mean, just to echo what Eve said, this product and the business, since I've been involved, has just blown me away. It's not something that I ever thought I would get so heavily involved in. It's just kind of grown to a point that I can't not be so involved. Also, because not just because of the business, but more so the product, the impact it's having on my performance has just been incredible. I'm in Portugal at the moment, and I still can't help myself but just keep training hard and really tough sessions, morning, afternoon, and I don't feel like it's a chore. I feel like I can't wait to go and train. It's never been a chore for me to do my job, as in play football. It's obviously, a great job to have, but when it is your job, sometimes you do just do it and it becomes a job, sometimes just go into training. But when you take the ketones, it almost just makes you realize how far off you were from being at your optimal level. I thought I was fit at some points and I was nowhere near, and I'm only getting older. So I'm now 34, I'm 35 this year. And if anything, I'm thinking I can go and play higher. I can still go and produce at a good level. And that's just because the product does that to you. It changes your mindset, it changes the way you think. And then it also physically helps you with energy-wise, and my recovery. My recovery is just, I just can't get my head around it, how I'm doing certain sessions, even gym-wise, in terms of power and strength, that I never really used to do and I took for granted as a younger player. Squatting, jumping, power sessions, plyometrics. I enjoy doing it. I hated doing all that stuff before. You just go out and play. And now I just seem to have the energy, the power, the focus, the mindset, and the product definitely has helped me with all that, because I was never like that before. I mean, like I said, I was always quite driven, but never to the point where I'm getting up at 6:30 in the morning and going and training every single day. It's just incredible what it's done. And football aside and sport aside, I know I'm on here to talk about the athlete angle and what it can do for athletes. I know there's a few players. I just had a quick flick through the people that are on there. It's good to see a few familiar faces, and I've not even contacted them, which makes it even more hilarious how quick this product spreads and how quick the business spreads. But what I'll say is, the football side of it is just a minor thing, because what it's done for me in my life out with football has just blown me away. How I can come home, and normally I would be tired from football, and maybe, you know, slouch on the couch for a bit, watch a bit of telly, fall asleep, especially pre-season. You fall asleep on the sofa, you're that tired. Now I'm coming home, I'm getting the kids, I'm going straight back out, I'm going to the park, I find myself happier. How it alters your mood is pretty incredible. And for me, getting my head around that when I first joined was just amazing, because I couldn't understand how one drink could do so much for you. So as you can tell, I mean, I could talk for half an hour easily about how great this product is, but I know we've got loads and loads of great testimonials, and it's good to hear from other people, not just athletes or whatever, you know, everyone from different walks of life, and how this product is helping them. And another point, just to mention quickly, something that I've really found really rewarding from the business is the fact that, and I never imagined I would ever feel this way about this and be on Zooms like this to all these people that I don't know, is working within a team, supporting your team within this business and seeing them grow, and the self-development that comes with it for people and myself. And then also hearing the stories, because some people, the impact is just incredible. Some people that are really suffering from different things. Everyone has problems in their life at one stage or another. And to see them turn things around, for me, that's been really rewarding. Never did I imagine that I would, you know, see any of that within this business. I just thought, wow, what an amazing product, what an opportunity. And I just ran with it, because I saw, having taken so many products in the game, that there was nothing on the market like this. It's that big of an impact when you take it. So that was my initial reasoning, but now it's just grown arms and legs from that. And I'm just so glad I got involved. You get to meet some amazing people. And the simplicity of the business is fantastic. It's literally just recommending something that you will end up being really passionate about when you take it, because you'll love it. And it's literally just telling the next person, just recommending it. They try it, they usually love it, and then they usually keep taking it, or they keep, or they'll ask to join the business as well. And it goes from there, really. So hopefully all of you on this call will connect to whoever got you on the call and try the product and eventually join the business, or some will join straight away. Some people dive straight in. And I'm sure you won't regret it. It's a great business and a fantastic product. Sorry to ramble on, Eve. And Callum.
God, it's like I'm muted and I'm speaking. Something that you didn't mention there is, like, people won't understand what this means right now, but Phil is actually a rank 7 in our business, so he's earning amazing money off this right now. And, you know, he wasn't in a position where he really needed something like this financially, but you are the most amazing mentor. Like, he is just on it every day, always answering calls, you know, rings me every day. We're on the phone for like an hour talking about how we're going to grow it. And you are literally just the biggest help to everyone. And I think it really does come down to doing it from a place of love, because like Phil's in Portugal right now, you probably won't be able to even notice that, but he's like on holiday with his family, and he's so committed to this that he will still show up on them days. So yeah, thank you so much, and we just appreciate you so much, Phil. So next we're going to hear from Callum. Probably, you know, a lot of you will already know who Callum is. He's a serial entrepreneur. He's been on the telly a little bit, and he's also a rank 8, so really amazing position in the business. He has a diploma in mindfulness, really into helping people, you know, sharing his experiences on social media, and, you know, kind of similar story to me, like out of the chaos and now into focus and into just building something more like a legacy, something long term. So yeah, if you could just give us a little bit of insight about the business and like the magnitude of how far people can take this, then that would be amazing.
Yes, Eve, you are killing it hosting these. You know what's funny? I looked at the numbers here and I thought, ooh, 100, we're doing quite well. But you know that Zoom has a cap at 100. I'm getting message after message going, we can't get into the meeting. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, but these things happen. You got to show up to get it. You know what I mean? Everybody, welcome. Thanks for that, Phil. Always a pleasure hearing from you. So there's so many things I can say on it, but what I'll do for anybody new, a breakdown of where we're at. Product-wise, I'll get the product out the way because for me, the excitement comes from this platform of self-development. But the product, 5 years ago in America, in the keto field, this scientist, Dr. Dom D'Agostino, was working for NASA and the Marines, and they were trying to help people that were struggling under really intense circumstances. And they told them to do the keto diet in order to be able to deal with the fits they were having and all these different things. So these guys didn't want to do the keto diet. Some did it, some weren't able to maintain it. And then this doctor he found the ketone molecule and he made it bioidentical. So they found the ketone molecule that your liver makes. They've made it into a powder, into these ketone things. They've patented it. This is bioidentical to what your liver makes. What that means is that when you drink this, you raise your blood ketone levels and it puts you into a state of ketosis. Some people are really struggling with that right now because it's brand new technology. I was on a call a few months back with the CEO of this company, and I kept calling it a product, and he's like, no, it's technology. What we've created, he believes, is groundbreaking. As in, you can drink this, it raises your blood ketone levels, it gives you a fuel source that goes up to your brain, and the cognitive health benefits are through the roof. And they happen straight away. Literally, some people are feeling this within 2 hours. Some people are feeling it in 3 days. Some people are feeling it in 3 weeks. But overall, everybody is feeling massive changes. And I think that's why we've grown so quickly, because it's an impact product that's affecting people straight away. You know what I'm going to do really quick? Anybody who's existing in here already, go into the chat and just type in 1 or 2 words of what you like the most about how you're feeling, just so everybody else can see that it's not just kind of a few people chatting shit. Happiness, energized, alert, focus, energy, confidence, high energy, inspired, fat loss, growth, mood. I mean, it's through the roof. And this is happening day in and day out. And what we're trying to do here, because we have something so brand new, we're trying to educate the best we can. I know there's people out, I mean, I'm sure most people showed up here looking and excited or interested, but there's a lot of skeptics out there, and our job is to try to educate the best we can. And when you have something brand new, there's a lot of people that will fight against it because they don't know about it, just like I did. Somebody introduced me to ketones a year and a half ago, and I was like, yeah, cool, sounds great. I think I saw it in Holland and Barrett once, and I wasn't interested. He's like, brother, please, I have a personal story that it helped my kid. Try this. So I tried it. I was lit up within 3 hours. I'm now 1 year and 9 months taking this product every single day. What it's done for my mindset, what it's done for my performance, but more importantly, which is where my passion comes from, is what I'm seeing it do to other people. We are getting people on this product every single day. And what had happened was, at first it was me and my friend, and then it was my mom, and then it was family and friends. And now we have a social media platform where we have something that was brand new and doubted that has now inspired and changed thousands of lives. We have so much more credibility now. We have professional athletes in football, boxing, MMA, cricket, rugby. We have 20-year-old kids that wanted to find something to create their, legacy in business, that are learning how to be entrepreneurs through this business model. We have moms at home that are being more, aware moms and present moms. We've got dads that haven't run for fucking years and have not shifted any belly weight, that are now up and running. So people all over the place are feeling better and starting to live the best versions of themselves. And that's where the ethos of this company is. It's about being the best version of yourself. And I know that might sound cheesy to people, But what happens here is that you come on here, you try the ketones, you feel the best you've ever felt. You get this fuel source that lights you up, right? And then you join this community and you think that you can, well, you know you can do your own business, but you have a whole group of people that are all on this crazy mission of self-development and wanting to inspire and help other people. This is why I'm doing it all day, every day, and why people on here are so passionate about what we have. We defend it, we educate, we share as much as possible because we know how goddamn good we're feeling. I know how goddamn good my mom's feeling. Philippe, who now has become a very, very close friend of mine, I remember he was like, dude, my football career should be going that way. And I feel like now it's going that way. And I'm like, hell yeah, man, that is inspiring. So we've got people from all walks of life, all benefiting from this. And so the health benefits for yourself, the opportunity to feel make other people feel the best they've ever felt, an opportunity of self-development that you might not need or might not think you need, but will come with it. And then also, because some people here haven't tried the product, the business opportunity. I knew nothing about network marketing. I'd actually been completely put off by it. So many bad reputations from this because of what past experiences from some old school mentalities were doing, ripping people off and selling shit, all due respect. Now we have this whole game-changing opportunity where people that we have on board are changing the perception of that. That's why it's growing so quickly, because there's credibility, there's value, there's passion, and what we have is changing people's lives genuinely, and that's why I'm so excited about it. And the really, really cool thing about business and why people are able to come in here and kill it is that we're only 2 months in to being in this country in the EU. It's been in America for 5 years, Canada, Singapore, Australia, Mexico. And because of what we're doing, they've just launched here in the UK. So on a business level, you have an opportunity to come in and be somebody in your area that, you know, can share it with everybody and anybody. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? Nobody knows shit. So you educate them, you bring them to this call, people try it, they feel incredible, they come back, they want to know more, and it goes week in, week out. You're able to build a really, really epic business for yourself. I know personally that I won't stop doing this. This is my future because it's business, so I can use my creativity and my entrepreneurial self, and then it's health and well-being and self-development, which is where my passion and my purpose lies. And I think that's what a lot of happens to a lot of people on here as well, is you've got this whole spectrum of what this can do for you. As you can tell, I can talk a lot about this shit. So, I mean, for me, it's a really, really exciting prospect. We're 2 months in, and it's the biggest growing bionutritional company to ever hit the market. And everybody on this call has an opportunity to come and be part of it. So pretty sick.
Oh, I love that, Callum. Thank you so much for sharing. And you know what, honestly, like when I came across Callum, I'd had a bit of a messed up past. I was like always just going out and, you know, messing my life up. And then I connected with Callum and he told me his story and it was so similar. And I just thought, do you know what, if you're doing it, I can definitely do it. So thank you so much for sharing that. It really, really is so inspiring, like where we're at the moment. So I'll just touch on my little business story and then we will get some other speakers on who are a part of the business, you know, brand new. And then we've got a very, very, very special guest to come on at the end. So for me personally, I went to uni, I went and got my degree. I just kind of did it because I was told to do it. I didn't even know really why I was doing that. But the thought of a 9 to 5 absolutely terrified me. I was always so driven by being free. So that really kind of, you know, filtered into me just being an absolute mess, living in total chaos. I was like moving to different countries, doing all this kind of stuff just to avoid like a, you know, a genuine job really. And I was always looking for other things to do. So about 18 months ago, I was actually going to set up a vegan food business. I was like all ready to go. I had all these ring binders like full of all the health and safety. And I was like, right, I'm going to set up a business. You know, that's much better than getting a 9 to 5 job. And then I had this big realization and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to ship all the products. I'm going to have to sort a supply chain out. I'm going to have to do accounting. Like I'm terrible with numbers. I'm going to have to be a boss and sack people and do all this stuff. And I just thought that does not fit in alignment with this plan of freedom that I've got. But then again, I was like, how on earth am I going to make money, the kind of money that I want to make in a normal job? It just doesn't fit. So when I came across network marketing, it was like the perfect solution for me. I was like, oh my God, you know, it absolutely fascinated me how you could come into this industry with no skills, no money, no experience, and start a business. And when I started to see all these other people doing it, who were just dead normal girls like me, I was mind blown. I thought, how on earth do you not get taught this in school? Like, it's crazy. I'd watched my dad build up a really successful business, and he'd come from nothing. So I was always kind of, you know, interested in business, but I saw how stressed he was. He was like drinking wine every night and just always like really overwhelmed and kind of missing out on all them magical moments with our family. So yeah, I found network marketing. I was obsessed with it. I actually joined a different company previously, and it just wasn't really working for me. So when Prove It came along, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. And it really, really, really has been. Like, within the first 3 weeks, I quit my full-time job. I was just working at a bank, probably like a lot of people on this call now, quite bored in my job. But the growth that I saw was insane. I was putting in exactly the same amount of energy and effort that I was in my old network marketing company, and it just grew so fast. Like, I got this huge team. It all happened, you know, really, really quickly. And exactly the same will happen to you if you come into this business and you give it your, you know, give it your all and give it all your effort. It really, really is at that stage now where it will build so fast. So you might be wondering, you know, what actually is it that you do? How do you make money? So there's two ways that we make money. The first way is sharing the products and building a customer base, and you get commission on all the products that you sell. And then the second way is to share the business and build a team. And that is really where the fun comes in, because you can build a business with, you know, all of your best friends, a lot of people who are similar to you. And it's literally just a word of mouth business. It's kind of like, you know, you go and watch a film or you go out to a restaurant. What do you do if it's amazing? You go and tell all your friends about it. And that is exactly the same as network marketing. It's the 21st century business. It's all done online, so you can work from anywhere. It's like totally remote, and it's just so much fun. Like, you can probably tell we're on these calls 3 times a week, and I absolutely love it. Like, it doesn't feel like a job. So I'm going to introduce some other people now who are in the business, who have just kind of brand new like me, who are going to share their experiences. The first lady is called Lindsay, and she's from Bradford. She came from a corporate career, but she'd never done sales or didn't know anything about network marketing. And yeah, she's absolutely loving it. So are you unmuted, Lindsay, or do I need to ask to unmute? Can you see that? God, it's a technical nightmare, this call.
You're doing good. You're doing good. You got this.
I think you're unmuted. Can you hear me, Lindsay?
Stage fright. No, she can't. We can't hear you, my love. Can you go onto your screen and then press, there's an unmute option. No, we can't hear. Listen, what we'll do is we'll come back to you, and if you can't figure it out, and then we'll go on to the next person, and then we'll come back to you, Lindsay, if that's cool. Yeah? Cool. Love that.
Yeah, okay, we'll figure it out. So the next speaker that I'm going to introduce is actually a really good friend of mine. We were doing the previous business together. She's called Jess Cantrell, and she was, well, she still is, working full-time in a care home, and she just felt really, really stuck. She was like, I really want a way out of this. And yeah, we both tried the products and absolutely loved them. So I'm just going to actually have to unmute you, Jess, if you can get that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, babe.
Oh, I'm a bit nervous, so like bear with me. So I've actually been on the ketones now for 4 weeks, and I cannot tell you how amazing I actually feel. As Eve said, I work in a care home, so I do a lot of hours, 12 hours like each day, usually 4 times a week, and I'm literally like the moodiest person. And ever since I had the ketones, I've had so much more focus. I just feel like on top all the time. Like, people say to me, why are you so giddy? You like running around work. And I'm like, honestly, it's these ketones. They give me so much energy, and they've just helped me so much, especially throughout lockdown, because I don't know if anyone's been suffering with the same, but I suffer with quite bad anxiety. And about 4 weeks ago, it did dip quite bad. And now, since I've been taking them, and 4 weeks later, I've never felt so happy in my life. Like, I feel like there's literally no anxiety there. And it's amazing how much it just helps me, like, mentally and physically. I am quite into fitness, so it's like helped me do a lot of more workouts, especially because I'm literally a gym freak. So I've been having to do home workouts and I just can't be arsed. But since I've been taking the ketones, they've literally just gave me this buzz of energy. And yeah, I'm not going to like go on, but they are literally amazing and I'll never stop taking them.
Oh, I love that, babe. And do you know what? You're absolutely smashing the business. Like, I knew that you would. It literally all comes down to just being a nice person. And when I met Jess in the care home, I was just blown away by like what a sweet person she was. She was like trying to tell me this story about her boyfriend's girlfriend, about how she, you know, didn't really like her, and it's just the way that she was describing it. She was like, I just don't really like her. And I thought, oh, the innocence, like she's just so sweet. And that is literally, honestly, one of the biggest assets to you in this business. It's just being a nice person and spreading positive energy. So I just knew that you would smash it, and you absolutely are. So the next girl that I'm going to get on is called Tanea. She's had 7 years experience in sales. So, you know, she already kind of within that field, and she already knew a little bit about network marketing. So.
Oh, hello. I've had to add my ketones to give me some of that extra kick. But no, basically how I come about getting into Prove It was obviously I saw Eve on her Instagram. But the main reason why I started the products is because I just lacked motivation. I'd not long got made redundant, had to leave my job. So I was I was a bit lost, if that makes sense. I didn't know what I was doing, where I wanted to go, and I suffered really bad with anxiety and everything like that. But cut a long story short, I basically got the ketones, got on it, and like everyone said, everyone is different, but I kid you not, within 15 minutes it was like I'd just been plugged into, well, just lit up basically, and everything just seemed a lot brighter, clearer. And that's the main thing that I've taken from the product, is I feel like I'm 12 years old again. I don't have the stress, I don't have the worry about what people were saying about me. I just feel like I can be me, and I've got the confidence to be me and just kind of live how you should be. But in regards to obviously my family and everything like that, my mum is the biggest skeptic ever. Like, I've done network marketing before, and that's one thing I would like to say, is this company is not like any other company I've been with at all. Not only the product is, I've got the confidence of promoting it, recommending it to people, and I know that everyone's going to have some sort of experience journey with it. The Prove It TV, the science and everything behind the product, this business or company gives you the tools to be able to execute a legitimate business and actually get to where you want to be. But just moving back to my mum, she's the biggest skeptic ever, and it took me 2-3 weeks to actually get her to try it, and she tried it, and that's it. She's ordering herself a box, she's there every morning making a smoothie, doing this, that and the other, and supporting me. And I've even got my nan and granddad on them, they're 74, obviously loving life from ketones. But honestly, even me talking now, it's like a massive step out of my comfort zone, but I know that I'm in the right place, and that everyone who I'm surrounded with, and that's what's the saying goes, is you are the average of the 5 people that you're surrounded with, and everyone within this group is I would like to be an average of. I don't really know what else to say apart from, literally, if you're skeptical, what's the worst that can happen? You won't feel nothing, or you drink it and then you're absolutely buzzing, and then you would actually get involved. Yeah. But I don't know what
So true, babe. So I'm just going to really quickly try and mute Lindsay. Can you see that?
We got technical difficulties going all over the shop.
Can you hear me, Eve?
There she is.
Yay!
Hey, go Lindsay.
As if my nerves weren't bad enough. Hi.
Go on, my love.
Okay, so, where do I start? So, yeah, so I've been on ketos now for 4 weeks, and the only thing that I can say is that it has changed my life. 2.5 years ago, I had a ruptured brain aneurysm, and basically almost died. And the aneurysm caused brain damage, which was obviously something really difficult to come to terms with at a young age. I went from working in corporate finance to not being able to count past 10, which was just such a bizarre experience and something that was really difficult to get over. And of course, then the anxiety and the depression set in. And I've been on this roller coaster now for like 2.5 years, and it has just been horrendous. And obviously, 4 weeks, I came across Prove It, and like everybody, I was really skeptical. You know, I've seen all these testimonials on Instagram, but, you know, like many people, I didn't quite believe what everybody was saying. But I took the plunge and thought, well, if what they're saying is just even half of it is true, then it's worth giving it a go. And like I said, I've been on it for 4 weeks now, and I've never felt so good. My anxiety is gone. I'm exercising every day. I feel fantastic. And a lot of people have said to me, oh, but what about when you stop taking it? I see this now as a lifestyle. It's not something that it's not a fad diet. It's not a fad product. It's something that it's a lifestyle. And yeah, and it's really, really changed my life. But apart from the product and apart from how it's made me feel, one of the best things that about Prove It is the community. The girls, Eve, Alicia, Jess. I've been involved in this for 4 weeks, and I feel like I've got a whole new family of friends, which is just amazing. You know, Jess, I've never even spoken to her before, and I was saying on the WhatsApp group how nervous I was, and she just rang me and she said, oh, don't be nervous, you'll be fine. And to have that support from people that you've never even met before is just unreal, especially when you've been through such a bad time. You've been, for anybody that's been through depression and anxiety, you'll know what I mean. It can be such a lonely place sometimes, regardless of how many people you have around you. So yeah, the Prove It community is just something else, and it is unreal.
Love that, Lindsay. What a testimonial. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's really, really cool. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Guys, so thank you everyone for giving your testimonials. We really appreciate it. I know you guys have been on for a while now, and we appreciate your time. Science-wise, so usually we have our teammate named James. James is, he very much is the science guy, comes through with all the facts, but he's made a video. We have a few links. So anybody who's interested in more detail in the science, drop a DM to whoever brought you on the call, and we'll send you some links and some information so you can find out more about it. What I want to do as well, I want to say, Eve, awesome job at hosting this. Tonight, we've got on a really, really special guest. He's grown to be a really, really good friend of mine. He is the leading top earner in this company from the States, was the first person to get involved with ketones and trying them. I suppose you could say he was the guinea pig, but it worked wonders from him. And now 5.5 years later, they've launched into the UK, and they work very closely, and he works very closely with us to help us build. And I've got my friend Michael Rutherford on the call tonight. Are you there, brother?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Yes.
What y'all doing?
There he is. How are you, man?
I'm excellent. You guys are smashing it. I could sit here and listen to this for an hour.
Good, man. Love that. How are you in Santa Cali?
I'm excellent. It's beautiful and sunny and awesome outside.
Living.
And I don't have a ring light outside.
This Zoom's a hot mess. We're going to get there. We're going to get there, though. Hold on a second. Is there anything we can do about that? No. Let me text him. Oh, it was good, that, man. He's such a hype man. Hold on a sec. Bear with us, team. Oh, there you are. There you are, brother. You're back.
I was saying my lighting sucks, but I don't look as good as you guys anyway, so I'm good. I'm good. Eve, you're smashing this thing. I hope you're having fun. It looks like you are.
It's a fucking disaster, Mike.
Nah, you're doing great, babe.
I'm only joking.
What do you mean? Hey, if you drink the product, it'll work, and if you share it with your friends, we'll pay you money.
There you go.
The only disaster is that I'm out of ketones and I still got to, we're just getting started on this thing.
Love that. Mike, what should we talk about, bro? I feel like I want to do a little bit of hype about our launch or pre-launch, we can call it, into the UK, and what the kind of potential is here for everybody that wants to maybe get involved.
For sure. And if you guys are new and this is maybe you're a guest on here and somebody threw you a link and said, jump on and put an earbud in and take a listen, whatever questions you have, you can toss them over into the chat. If we haven't covered them already, we can try to cover them before we wrap. And if you're a new promoter too, if there's anything that you don't know, want to know, topics you want us to dive into, toss those into the chat too. And, it'll toss us give us a couple of things to talk about. But look, here's the short and skinny. We started this 5 years ago. September 1st, which is like 40 days from now, will be our 5-year anniversary. I drank the product for the very first time in May of 2015. We had about a 3 or 4 month friends and family kind of experience, kind of what you're in right now, to where limited product, limited inventory, we're ramping it up. We're getting our feet underneath of us as a company, just like you guys are in Europe right now. But it was kind of prove that it works time. Look, you guys have been getting direct shipments into Europe for like 30, 40, 50 days. That's it. And my first 30, 40, 50 days, 3 months, 6 months was really just a proving ground, no pun intended on the name. It was just kind of a proving ground, not just for me as a guinea pig, but the product as a guinea pig. Does the damn thing work? And, I was on a Zoom the other day with a group in Northern Ireland, and she goes, Michael, you don't understand. Northern Ireland's really skeptical. And I said, they're not any more skeptical than Scotland or than anybody that lives in Wales or anybody that lives in Dubai, Austin, Texas, Singapore, Mexico City. Human beings are skeptical. But the thing that we've done incredibly well is we've just overcome skepticism with evidence and proof. So as I sit on the Zoom and I listen to the 4 or 5 of you all share, I missed Phil on the front, but as I listen to all of you guys share, and you talk about feeling better. I mean, look, you could have listed all sorts of things, medical, things that you've been going through. And for the most part, most of your shares were pretty medically sound, and weren't too many medical claims. So we can teach you how to clean that up so we can stay open for a long time. But you guys, people want to feel better. People want to feel better. We've been in lockdown, worldwide lockdown. I have a team in about 50 countries, 60 countries maybe, and people want to feel better. I was on a Zoom earlier with a group in Portugal. They want to feel better, and they're just learning about keto. So you all are in this really neat spot, whether the product intrigued you the most, whether it was the fitness. Some of y'all are fit, some of you aren't. I was the non-fit guy in the beginning. I was the round, chubby, fat, stupid guy when this all started. And I was chubby and felt like shit. I was also financially broke. I wasn't broken, but I was broke. There's a difference, by the way. Some of you ain't got any money, but you're not broken. Spirited, I was still good. And when I got this, I knew if I could drink it and I felt good, then it would be pretty easy to share it with other people, because I knew 8 out of 10 people didn't feel that good. You can go to the local gym. They might be in shape. Only sleep, real wellness, doesn't matter. I think that's one of my favorite things about this is, as everybody shared, you have athletes, you have men, you have women, you have people that are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and then on 60s, 70s, 80s. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Heck, my 2- and 4-year-olds drink it every day. And so does my 82-year-old grandma. So as you all are getting started learning about this, my encouragement to you is to take it at the pace that you want to take it. Some of you are going to do this big and fast like I did, and like Eve is doing, and Phil and Callum. Some of you are going to take it a little bit slower, and that's completely fine. I'm giving you permission to go the speed that you want. Now, you have to understand that at the moment, nobody in your community knows what this is. In 6 to 12 months, people will know what it is. Doesn't mean you don't have an opportunity in 6 to 12 months. I'm in San Diego. My neighborhood, they still don't know what it is. But more and more, you'll hear people know what it is. My son wanted to, 3 days ago, we went to La Jolla, which is a very, very beautiful part of town. It's where I live, but beach, the beach side, about 15, 20 minutes away. And that's where they have really beautiful car dealerships. Well, the girls wanted to go on a hike. I wanted to take the boys to go look at Lambos. I mean, for obvious reasons. So the girls went to, then this has nothing to do with Limbos, by the way. The girls went on the hike. They went and found this cool swing, and it swings out over the beach and whatever. Well, I took the boys to go look at race cars. My son's almost 4, and I had a cousin here who, his cousin who was almost 10. So we go to this place called Ogara Coach, and this is what's going to happen in your guys' business in 6 to 12 months, okay? We pull up to the dealership. I have a pink and yellow Tesla Model X. The doors open up like a falcon. It's got pink rims on one side, yellow rims on the other side. It looks ridiculous. So we pull up, we pop the doors. We're all climbing out. The manager comes out of the dealership. And in California, we're still very much on lockdown. It's weird. The guy comes out and he goes, "Bro, I love your product." And I go, "You do?" And my son's looking at him like, how do you know this guy? He's like, "I love your product. I've been drinking it for 2 weeks." I go, "No way. How did you start drinking it?" He goes, "Oh, my mate, David Banks, I used to play footy with him back in the day in England." And I'm like, "What?" I go, "How long you been in the States?" He goes, 30 years. I go, "Well, I signed the girl up who signed up David Banks. I didn't know you were drinking it." He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm down like 14, 15 pounds in 2 weeks." And I'm like, "Well, that's pretty good." And he goes, "What are you guys doing?" I said, "I wanted to show my kids some race cars." And he goes, "Well, we're closed, but if you put masks on, I can give you a private tour of the dealership." And I just started laughing because I don't know who that guy is, but somebody on our team got somebody on our team got somebody on our team who just got their friend who he gets his cars from. He's down 15 pounds in a couple of weeks on the product. And he goes, "I don't drink it." Or he goes, "I don't sell it. I just drink it." I said, "No worries. We'll keep charging you full price, brother." And he says, "No." He goes, "I'm definitely going to get those free ones. I got a couple of the guys here at the dealership that want to drink them." And I said, "Well, when we're walking through, point them out to me. I'll flip them a couple packs to try." So I don't know what you all want to do with this. If it's drink it and feel the best you felt in a long time, awesome. You do you, man. Well, I'm not going to force you to make any money, and I'm not going to force you to drink it for free. But if you'd rather drink it free, tell your mom and your sister you can get it for free. 2 people on SmartShip as a customer. Yours is free. I don't know about you, but I wish my iPhone was free. The sucker cost full price. I wish my watch was free. It was full price. I wish his hat was free. It wasn't. It was full price. His laptop, my house, everything here was full. My goats and chickens, full price. The only thing in my life that's free are my ketones. Happens to be what pays all my bills too. But your first 2 get your free ketones. Your 3rd, your 4th, your 5th starts paying for your groceries. You want a new car? Tell more people. You don't like where you live and want to get a new flat? Well, tell a shitload of people. So you don't have to make medical claims to teach, to get people to try to drink it. Most people just want to feel better. You don't have to go all science on them. They just want to feel better. I've been in Europe, it's not full of scientists. It's just like here. People just want to feel better. So I don't care if you do the diet or don't do the diet. I don't care if you go to the gym or don't go to the gym. I don't care if you have an Instagram channel with a bunch of followers or you don't know how to get on Instagram. Drink the product, share it with a couple friends, and get yours for free at least. If you want to go further from that, let's do it. I was on the call with a guy in Portugal. I understand Phil's in Portugal right now too, which is cool. I said, "Dude, you can have the whole country. No one's there. In England, no one's there. Scotland, no one's. This is brand new. You're talking about a month. A month. Some of y'all have been around this kind of business before. When you get in matters. Who you get in with matters. Nobody's doing what we're doing. No one's doing what you guys are doing. Look at this. I mean, I go, "Eve, the Zoom's locked. I can't get in." She's like, "There's 100 people on." I'm like, "Who are they?" She's like, "I don't know." It's just, it's popping. It's just popping. So, Paul says cost is the only issue. Cost is the only issue if someone thinks it costs money. This is an income conversation, not a spend money conversation. Yeah. Everybody is having a spend money conversation. We aren't. We're having a make money conversation. Save money, make money. Comment in the chat if you guys are drinking yours for free already. I don't know how many of y'all are, or just raise your hand. Many of the people that have been on it, if you've been on it longer than a month, your second month was probably free. There you go. Free, 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 free. It's not a cost thing. It's a value thing. Nobody bitches about how expensive the parachute is when they skydive, do they? Never. Why? Because you got to have one. It's value. Nobody complains about how expensive the seatbelts are in your car. You've never thought to ask why? Because you need them. So it's not about what something costs. It's about what something's worth. And if we show somebody that this is a save money because you eat less and you feel better and you sleep better, and it's a make money by telling 2 friends and getting yours for free, then all of a sudden it's a totally different conversation. Totally different conversation. So
And you
do
know
what you want, man.
Yeah, and you know what's awesome, brother? I mean, I actually love every time we get you on a call because there's such a hype to it because you've been doing this for so long and you understand all the angles that come with that. And just like you said here, it's brand new. This conversation is brand new, but people are attracted to it because how they're getting lit up. People are feeling the most incredible they've ever felt, and they didn't even know that there was a product that could do this. Light their brain up, make their body perform better. Cognitive health benefits through the roof. And I just want to give everybody here a little idea business-wise, you know? So you can tell everybody enjoys the product. Everybody's feeling incredible off of it. But business-wise, I looked at it like this. If Michael and his team, you know, you've been in 5 years, you've probably got many hundreds of thousands of people that have had life-changing experiences, right? All earning money. Here in the UK, nobody knows about it yet. So I thought if you and your colleagues were the first ones in America and now absolutely killing it financially and changed all these lives for the better. Yes, brother. And then if I and whoever here on this call, anybody on this call can be one of the first people into the launch of this country. And imagine if you know people in Paris and France and Portugal and Germany and Spain or whatever it might be. Not only can you be the pioneer and the first one in the UK, but the EU. Imagine where your business is going to be in 6 months' time, a year's time, 5 years' time, like Michael's did. We all here on this call have potential if you stay with it and you work hard to absolutely reap the rewards here financially and the fact that you are able to help other people in health. I don't know anything that's better than that. Business and health. Yes, please. Sorry, I can ramble on. Are you muted? Eve, are you on that?
Sorry, I've got it. It's good. Look, here's the last thing I'll share. I know y'all been on for a little bit, so I don't want to tie you on, and I know it's probably getting a little bit late there. First of all, I appreciate y'all getting on. You could be doing a million things, and learning about a new business in the middle of a weird lockdown is maybe not what you thought you'd do this morning, which is why you should have done it. And I'm glad that you did. You know, much of the world is sitting at home bitching and moaning about how jacked up stuff is. Y'all don't want to be here. I'm in California. They shut everything down again. I mean, it's everything closed again. I tried to go to the mall yesterday and get a pin put in my watch. The mall's closed, the whole mall. And yesterday, so we had to go down 30 miles to go to another mall. Not that you care about my mall day, but I had to go buy some new shoes. And here, you can see which ones I got. Some red and yellow Fly Adidas. I had to get some new shoes. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to. I walked into the Nordstrom, which is a big, huge department store here that sells a bunch of cool stuff. They don't have anything. The entire shoe section had 14 pairs of shoes. I said, what's going on? The guy goes, all of our shoe manufacturers closed during pandemic. We have no shoes. Half the mall was closed because there's no products. You all are waiting 2 or 3 weeks to get ketones made in America. Holy shit, you guys. Nike doesn't have any shoes. I mean, I was in Foot Locker trying to find shoes. What size do you have? None. We have none. The guy goes, the warehouse in the back of the building is like 80% empty. There's no shoes. Everything's made in China, in Indonesia, and other places. They don't have any. And I'm like, well, that sucks. Michael says, are those raspberry lemonade shoes? Yeah. So I don't know what y'all do for a career. I don't know what you do to make money to pay your bills and to fund your family's adventures and lifestyle. But if it isn't changing lives, then you need to take a serious look at what we're doing. Look, it's easy to say just drink it. That's a given. Everybody will drink it. The question becomes, do you want to help us spearhead this conversation into your country, into that continent, into that section of the world? And from there, look, if you got a friend you met on an airplane or when you studied abroad who lives in Mexico, let's get them. Australia, let's get them. Canada, let's get them. USA, let's get them. Hong Kong and Singapore, Malaysia, Macau, Taiwan, let's get them. New Zealand, let's get them. So we're in a lot of places, you guys, and your neighbor still doesn't know what this is. So take your time learning what parts of this are intriguing to you. We do this like a relay race. It's not all up to you or Eve. I remember when Eve was a guest learning. Does that make sense? Now today she's running a whole Zoom with 100 people on it and smashing it. I remember when Phil was learning. You know, Callum's like, oh, you got to get on my boy. Let's do the Zoom. He's hyped. We get on. He's a guest. Asking guest questions. What about this? What about that? Now all of a sudden, huge international team in 90 days. Remember when Callum was learning and James was learning? They're in the exact same boat any one of you were in. So part of your brain is telling you this sucks shit, it's not going to work. And those guys just talk slick. Okay, I'm sorry that you feel that way. The other part of your brain is like, this might be the thing that I've been looking for, and the timing of it couldn't be better. You know, I hope that's the case. You got to decide which of those two wolves, so to speak, in your head you want to listen to. I listened to the one that told me, what do you have to lose? Let's go. Thank God I did 5 years later. So I'm pumped that we could do the Zoom. I'm available to do additional ones. Eve, you're doing great, for real. I hope y'all are having fun. And all the girls that shared earlier, I didn't have notes. I couldn't keep track of everybody, but it was very cool to listen to you talk so passionately about something that you frankly only known about for a few weeks. It's probably a pretty big testament to the team and to the product. So I'll flip it back to you guys. Stoked that I could be on. This is fun. Let's do some more. Who's
Yes,
next?
I appreciate you, brother. Always, man. Thanks for supporting from stateside. Listen, everyone, I hope you enjoyed what we had to say. You know, it's really is a game changer what we got here. So it's really up to you what steps you want to take. But we have an opportunity for you to feel incredible. Work from home, you know. Like I went and played football yesterday, saw some people I hadn't seen for ages. They're like, what you've been doing? This is what I've been doing. That's how easy this business grows. This is what I've been doing. Do you want to know more? And you just go, you speak how you feel. Just try it. You got nothing to, people will look at it like it's a risk. You know, I've got to invest in a trial pack of 10. You think it's a risk and then you take it. The only person that benefits from that is you. You will feel incredible. You will come back and you'll want to know more. And we do this week in, week out. If anybody shows up with any energy, we will match you. We will help you build your team. You'll come in thinking you'll be able to do it by yourself, and you'll have a whole group of people to support you. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's call. Eve, thank you so much for hosting us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No, you've killed it. You've done a great job. And everybody else, we appreciate your testimonials, ladies. Thank you very much for that. Anybody else who's new here, who's liked what you've heard, reach out to invited you on this call, and we'll take the next steps with you. And we hope to see you on this journey that's just come here and is taken off like a rocket. Guys, have a good evening and much love.
Bye.
Bye.